Ahoy lads and ladies, my name's Hampy, welcome back to the channel. Today we are playing in the April International Challenge. We are so far, we've played 12 games, we've lost 3, so that makes us, math, come on Hampy, 9 and 3. There we go, 9 and 3, and I've just taken a quick fiver after losing that one, so I don't tilt too hard. Don't get too salty. I was a bit salty at the end of the last video there. I'll apologise for that. But here we are. We're finding another trainer. Hopefully we can bang out these last 3 games and call it a day. Alrighty, so what do we got? We've got an Incineroar, a Toxapex, a Dreadnought, Manectric, Gyarados, and Goodra. Okay, it's an interesting looking team. It is an interesting looking team. It's pretty water centric. We've got the Manectric for that move that does the thing, Lightning Rod. So we need to get rid of that. We've got Dreadnought, Toxapex, Incineroar for Intimidates. So, who do I like? I like Lapras. And the question is, Conkeldurr or Excadrill? Leaning in the Excadrill direction, I think. And Sylveon and Jeff Birdie, Matt and Jeff Birdie in the back. Alright, here we go. Training cards. Let's see it. Yeah. I think mine's... I like mine. But that was cool. You know, in the snow with the little snowman. It was cute. So Incineroar, Toxapex. Okay. And we got a shiny squad here. We got Excadrill, Lapras. So... we're going to go with our standard procedure whenever we see an Incineroar, and we're going to attempt to Hydro Pump, and we're going to protect. And Toxapex is one of those Pokemon you can almost kind of ignore it, but at the same time, like, this guy is also 13, like, if the... like, he's going for the Fake Out into the Excadrill slot. He's got it wrong. Going for the Toxic into the Excadrill slot. Also got it wrong. That's what Toxapex does. Toxapex, sits there and stalls and tries to, Toxic you and do things like that. And there's no berry come out from that, from the Incineroar, so I think we might go back here and actually protect, since Toxapex is poison type. We're going to go for the double. We're going to attempt to KO. We have Life Orb, so that kind of takes out Intimidate. So we're back to basic Excadrill. We should definitely get the KO on this Incineroar here. Let's see what happens with the Toxapex. Toxapex is down to half health. So, well, pass below half, and we'll see what it does here. Like, it's gonna try and Toxic. It doesn't. Yeah, it's gonna try and Toxic my Excadrill, but that doesn't affect Excadrill. So, that's a misstep on my opponent's behalf. I feel like you should know that if you're playing in a championship like this, that poison doesn't work on steel. So we've got Gyarados coming out. We're Jolly Excadrill, so we know that Gyarados does not... it's another Intimidate coming out on that Excadrill, so our Excadrill has been neutered. Yeah, so now we're looking to put out some damage. I think onto that Toxapex again. Or do we want to put it on the Toxapex? We've seen it throw out poison. I think we're going to put this Freeze Dry down on the Gyarados. And we're going to protect with our Excadrill here and see what Gyarados does. If it was me, Gyarados would go big boy. But it hasn't, so... Painful Bunker. The Toxapex is going for a protect here. That's its version of it. If you touch it, The Gyarados is going for an Earthquake. Okay. It's version of Protect, where if you touch it, it gets, you get poisoned. So that's not doing much to our Lapras. And Lapras is going to freeze dry Gyarados and see what happens. And let's see how much damage it does. That does a lot of damage. So we're going to freeze dry the Toxapex this turn, and I guess we got a Rock Slide because Iron Head probably, like, I know we're double intimidated, so Iron Head might not KO here. So if we can pick up a double KO here, that'd probably seal out the game. Remember, Excadrill is 2 times intimidated, so that's, you know, wasn't sure. Definitely didn't do much to that Toxapex, but Toxapex has used Recover. Here it is. It's trying to wall us out. Because that's what it does. So we've seen 3 out of 4 moves. We've seen Toxic. We've seen Baneful Bunker. We've seen Recover. And that's Black Sludge on it. And the last Pokemon to come out is the Goodra. So now we have Sylveon in the back. So now is a good time to switch out our Excadrill, I think, and Dynamax our Lapras. I think we can do that safely here. Unless of course that Goodra has some sort of, you know, Thunder move. That's probably possible. I think I might actually, yeah, I'll just, you know what, I'm going to scout what the Goodra's going to do there, and we're going to switch the Excadrill out into Sylveon. So the Excadrill is no longer -2. Did copper 2 intimidates there, so yeah, Goodra's going big boy. Are we in the fighting gym? Oh, is it the rock gym? I think. Yeah, I'm playing on Shield, so this is not sure. This is the first time I've noticed playing in the rock gym, so that's cool. And the Max Lightning does come out. There you go. So we do save our Dynamax. We save our Dynamax for a good reason. With good reason there. The Max Lightning comes down now. The electric terrain. We see what this Toxapex is packing. It's going to recover again, but that's fine. We can deal with that at a later stage. Like, that Toxapex is doing nothing to us. And here is the time I think, do we Dynamax? I think we do Dynamax our Sylveon here. I think that's the right call. We switch it back in our Excadrill, and we Dynamax our Sylveon. Oh, do we? Or don't we? You know what? I don't think we do. I think we just hit the Hyper Voice button. Let's see what that Goodra's got. Oh, it might have a... No. You know what? I probably should have protected. It might have a Max Ooze. Like, getting a bit cocky here. I really should have protected. There you go. It's going to Max Ooze, and it's going to Max Ooze into that Sylveon slot. Not going to do much, but again, a good thing we didn't Dynamax here. And it's going to boost its special attack, so that's not a horrible thing for it. Toxic comes out, and it hit into the Lapras slot, which is now Excadrill. So we are going to double protect here, I think is our play. Actually, yeah, it will be our play, because we might see, we'll scout out what that Goodra's doing, or we can... I've got a better idea. We're going to Dynamax the Excadrill, we're going to Max Quake the Toxapex slot, we're going to protect our Sylveon from another potential Max Ooze here, because The Excadrill is definitely going to be the fastest thing on the field. Here. Toxapex is super slow, Goodra is super slow, and our Excadrill is max speed jolly. So there's very few things in the meta that actually outspeed max speed jolly Excadrill. But it's almost like a par, but that's to be expected there. But we don't mind that. We don't mind taking 2 turns to kill this KO this Toxapex here. Right, we get the Max Quake off. Like, Excadrill is the fastest thing on the field. So the Max Quake comes out and it still does a fair chunk to that Toxapex. We get our special defense boost up. Ooze comes out again, and yep, Sylveon takes it like a champ. Now we'll, so basically we're staying even with the special defense boost on the Goodra with our special defense increases. And hopefully this is just enough. Like, we might need another turn to bring out Lapras and KO this Goodra, but hopefully that's enough. That should be enough to just take out the game. Like, yep, here comes the Max Quake into the Toxapex slot. That's gonna KO that Toxapex. Finally goes down after doing very little all game. Gudra's going to fire off it's going to fire off a Thunder. There you go, into the Sylveon slot. And we survive on 4 HP, but we're paralyzed. We might not get this off. We get it off, and this should be enough. Yeah, I don't. The single target doesn't care about your Assault Vest. But there we go. We take out the shiny boy, and we move on to the next game. Second last game of the day. And hopefully we can clear the day with X3 record. I won't be, yeah, I'll be happy with that. Forget about that game. It's still there. It's still in the brain. That game, you know. Like, you guys might be watching these a day apart, but for me, they're, you know, like, that game was still only half an hour ago, so it's still fresh in my head that I misclicked. See me being very cautious there to make sure that I got the right moves in the right slots and the right switches and the right Pokemon there. I was double checking almost every time. Hey. But anyway, we forget about that. Try not to be salty about your own silly mistakes. Because you know, all you can do is learn from them, and I have been learning from them. You know, should be a while before I do that again, because it cost me a tournament game rather than just a regular old ladder match. Here we go. We're on to the next team. For our second last game of the day, we have an Excadrill, Tyranitar, Mimikyu, Grimmsnarl, Dragapult, and a Frostmoth. Frostmoth is different. Which Frostmoth goes hard under Trick Room, I know that. Frostmoth beats out Conkeldurr. I think Excadrill has super effective moves against it. So I think the play here is to go these 4. Because you want to bring Conkeldurr against Sand, right? If he doesn't bring Sand, though, like, Conkeldurr's actually not that great. If he brings, like, Dragapult, Grimmsnarl, Mimikyu, Frostmoth, for example. The Sylveon actually looks like super strong as long as you clear out that Excadrill. But in a best of 1, these are the things you can adjust in a best of 3. You can sort of go, okay, I'll chuck this out in the best of 1, and if they go for it, we'll make the adjustment. But we've got a Tyranitar Dragapult. So this isn't a horrible scenario for us. They won't be scared that we're going to KO them here. So Tyranitar. Do I go for it? Because if that Tyranitar goes big boy Tyranitar, we could end up with a problem. If it doesn't go big boy Tyranitar, we look okay. Let's go for that. Ooh. Is that left or right side? I think that's Dragapult. That's Dragapult. So... oh, that Dragapult could be just sitting on a fire move, couldn't it? Could just be sitting on a fire move. Yep, bop. There goes our Excadrill. Why didn't I think of that? Yeah. Sandstorm, thanks very much. Down goes Tyranitar. We take it. We'll take it. And the freeze dry goes into that Dragapult as well. So it's a strong turn 1. Thanks to my opponent's Sandstorm. Coming in pretty big for us. What do we got here? Coming out. We got the Grimmsnarl coming out next. Okay. That's interesting. So that Dragapult's gonna KO us either way, I think. Wait, we gotta go. We're going that way. Like the Lapras took damage from the Excadrill last turn. That's where the damage come from. So if he goes for that again, like that Dragapult, that Grimmsnarl might have like a Sucker Punch or something. Sucker Punch, bang, into our Excadrill. This could be bad. Max Phantasm, this could be very bad. We could lose both Pokemon here. Oop, ooh, holds on by the skin of her teeth. Oof, oof, Lapras holds on. And we're able to bring in Jeff 30, I think, and clean up. After Lapras and Excadrill do their job up the front. His last Pokemon is the Mimikyu. So where... no, we can't do that, can we? We have to go... we've got Conkeldurr in the back, rather than Sylveon. No. Yep, we go for the Airstream into the Grimmsnarl and the Ice Shard into Hawlucha. Worst case scenario here is a Shadow Sneak from the Mimikyu into Lapras. Yep. Oh no, Sucker Punch. Sucker Punch from the Grimmsnarl into the Lapras slot. Oh, that's no good. So this probably won't do enough. Nope. Ooh, the Mimikyu's Sword Stance. Okay. That sucks. Grimmsnarl's got leftovers, does it? Okay. So we've got Conkeldurr in the back. I'm wishing we had Sylveon. I'm really wishing we had Sylveon. But... what we gotta do here is, we've got a max Airstream again. This time it's into the Mimikyu. We Muck Punch. We Muck Punch that Grimmsnarl. It doesn't appear to have too much bulk in it, so... and we're hoping that that Mimikyu doesn't KO. Like, it might just KO Conkeldurr. Like, if it's a Life Orb variant, we could be in some strife here, but... we're definitely going first, because we got the Airstream boosts. Like, Sucker Punch is probably going to come out from that Grimmsnarl again. Muck Punch comes out. It's enough to KO the Grimmsnarl. The Airstream comes out and pops off the Disguise on the Mimikyu. Gee, if we had Sylveon, this game would be about wrapped up, but that's unfortunate. We don't. That's okay. Be strong, guys. Be strong, fighty boys. Play rough. It's missed. Oh, that's unfortunate. I didn't know Play Rough could miss. But that's a fortunate situation for us, because we're just going to max Airstream again and Ice Punch into that Mimikyu, and it should be enough to get the knockout here. One max Airstream's enough. There you go. So we take the win. I'm not sure if that miss mattered too much. Like, it might have. Depends who it targets down, and like if it targets down Conkeldurr, we win there, as you see. If it targets down Hawlucha, we might survive it, and we still win. So yeah, we take the win. We'll take that win. I think we're up to our Alright, we'll make this we're gonna make this a longie, guys, because it's the IC, it's the last game of the day. And we are 11-3 at the minute. So see how we go. Yeah. So we've got Coallossal Dragapult coming out. Conkeldurr, Ferrothorn, Primarina, and Mimikyu. Okay. So Conkeldurr looks fantastic, except for the Primarina. Excadrill looks not bad. Chandelure looks pretty good too. I think it's going to be Excadrill, Lapras, Chandelure, and Lucha. And the problem Pokemon is Primarina, if it gets brought. Alright. If you look at that Dragapult, it's going to be a support Dragapult. And really the Excadrill is there to bait out the fire move. It's there to bait that out. I don't think the Ferrothorn comes along. Like, if I'm looking at their team, I think they're bringing Dragapult Coallossal, probably Primarina, Mimikyu in the back. So I've got Excadrill, Lapras, Chandelure. Yep. Excadrill, Lapras comes out. We're going to bring out the Chandelier, who's going to take a hit from the surf, but shouldn't be too bad. And we're going to max Geyser that Coallossal. That's going to be our guaranteed win condition here, unless of course my opponent decides to switch in Primarina. Like, that's... I don't understand how you run this team without a Gastrodon. We see my opponent's Dynamaxing here. So we've got the Charty Berry as well, you gotta remember that too. So, two things are gonna happen. One of two things is gonna happen here. He's either gonna Volcalith into the Lapras, or Flare into the Excadrill. If he makes the read and, you know, and Volcaliths into the Chandelier slot, then that's pretty good, right? For a play at the end of the day. But yep, Surf comes out, so it does a little bit to our Chandelier. It does also a fair bit, but the Steam Engine comes out from the Coallossal, so that speeds it up to its maximum speed. Procs the weakness policy, and we see what happens. See what it decided to do. Goes for the Volcalith into the Lapras slot. It's more worried about the Lapras, but that's okay. We've got the Charty Berry. Comes out. It's going to do a bit of damage, but we Dynamax through it. We survive. And we go for the Geyser. Geyser comes out. We KO the Coallossal. Volcalith is going to do a little bit of damage to our Pokemon each turn, but we can... No, I think it still damages Excadrill. But... question is, what have they got next? What's their next play? And what kind of Dragapult is their Dragapult is the other question. Are they a full support Dragapult, or are they just a special Dragapult? So we've got the Ferrothorn that comes out here. Ferrothorn comes out. It's in the rain, that's fair enough. So I think we want to switch out into Excadrill again. Switch back into Excadrill. It's under no danger here now. And we are going to drop a G-Max Res actually onto that. We're going to drop it onto the Ferrothorn, because I'm a little concerned about Phantom Force from this Dragapult. Like, I probably shouldn't be. I should probably be more concerned about Thunderbolt, right? But Surf comes out, so yeah, that's done a bit. It's in the rain, I can understand that. We've got the Resonance up. So we got Res up. So we might take a little bit from this Ferrothorn coming out to do a Power Whip. But we've got Res up now, so it's not going to do too much. So we maybe should have, maybe should have kept the Chandelier in that regard, by the looks of things, but, like... I think he goes for the Lapras here. Yeah, I don't think he has a Flare or anything like that. Oh, he might just Surf again. Actually, that might be his play. But see what happens. See what happens. Ally switch. There you go. That's not bad for us. because we are just earthquaking. So that does a fair bit of damage. Seed bomb comes out. Okay. Excadrill hurt by the Volcalith. Lapras survives the Volcalith. We both survive another turn. Okay. So what do we got in the back? We've got Lucha in the back. And we've got Chandelier in the back. How many turns of rain do we have? 2 turns of rain. Lapras protected last turn. The Ice Shard isn't going to KO. Gotta go for that, I think. But it may just surf again. Like, we've drawn the Ferrothorn for Primarina. Well, we've got Lucha to deal with that. But yeah. This is where being shell armor is bad for us. But oh dear. Dragapult's actually given us a little bit of issue. Oh, protect by it, yeah. Well, that's going to KO us anyway. But so I think we're going to lose here. Unless, like, Surf misses, but I don't think Surf misses. Actually, it might. Surf can miss. Surf can miss, but I think we're out of this one. No, that's it. That's gonna KO Chandelier. Oh, it's still alive on 2 HP. Oh, Lucha's Thunder Punch comes in. Oh, okay. Shadow Ball comes out. It's probably got Dazzling Gleam. Like, it's if it has Moonblast, I think it just KOs for Lucha here. Oh no, we've got Res up. Nope, it just KOs. There we go. And that's gonna do it. The rain stopped, but not enough to matter. If that didn't KO, we actually had the game. Because we can Heat Wave with Chandelier. Aquajet, so that's going to go first and pop on the Chandelier. There you go. And that's GG. Well played. And we finished the day 11-4. Bit headstrong in that one, I think. That game was definitely winnable after going up. I think my my mistake was ignoring Dragapult turn 2. I think that was my mistake in that game. But alrighty, that's it, guys. That was a long one. But that's the end of the day one. Thanks for watching. I'm not sure what we're going to do with the rest of the tournament. I may or may not record it. I haven't decided yet, but that's day one. That's going to be at least a week's worth of footage, I think. So thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking with me, and we'll see you guys in the next video.